Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing really well. I hope everybody's blessed in this lifetime just as much as I am. I'm doing really well and I am blessed. So let's get into it. So today I wanted to talk on a few things like that I don't do anymore at my age. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you shouldn't be doing that anymore at your age anyway. But I feel like there is something in the water. I feel like people are not mentally there anymore. Like, I really don't know what it is, but I feel like when I speak with other people my age, it's like a disconnect. And I've said this previously. It's like everybody's in like party mode or like, let's get drunk, let's get high, let's do these things. And I ain't got nothing with getting high. I ain't got no problem with getting high. Do what you do, baby, because baby, sometimes I indulge. But like if you want to do that all the time and you need to do that like just to have fun, like there's a problem there. And I can understand like people's stress with what's going on in the world today, but it's just like there comes a certain time and a certain point in your life where you got to hold yourself accountable and be like, I need to stop doing these things. If I don't stop doing these things, I'm not going to grow. And a lot of people don't think like that. So maybe if I share what I no longer do, maybe it'll help other people. I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, but it's just things that I don't want to do anymore. And maybe you're 30 or 30 plus and you still do these things and you're just like, why? Am I like the only one? No, there's lots of people who do these things and, do things just to cope or just not their best selves because it's not, I can't really explain it, but like at this time, I just don't have the words and I need to think about that more before I speak on it. But these are just a few things, 6 little things that I no longer do. And maybe it'll be helpful to you to grow or just to feel better about yourself. So, number 1, I no longer compromise my day. Now, people might be like, what? Like, a lot of people are afraid to say no. And a lot of people will get swept, like they'll have plans to get things done or whatever. And then somebody will call them and be like, hey, let's do this, 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 this. And you're like, oh yeah, da, da, da. But me, I no longer do that. If I have something to do and somebody calls me like, oh, I need you to do this or that, no. I have my day planned out. I have to do these things. Even if it's just like a self-care day, just me spending time by myself, I'm not compromising that day because I will regret it later on. And every time I compromise my day, it's never beneficial to me, but it's always beneficial to someone else. And that's not fair to me. Even like if my husband wants me to do something or like go somewhere, I'm not doing it. I know it may sound selfish or whatever the case, but if I have to do something, get something done, I'm not compromising my day. I'm not doing it unless it's like extremely important. I'll do it for him, but I'm no longer compromising my day because I need to keep my mental health. I need to keep me in check. I need to keep my life on, track right now. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in such a good place in my life. And as somebody who struggles with procrastination and just being damn lazy, I can't compromise my day for anybody, and my mental health is super important to me. So I'm no longer compromising my day. And a lot of people are afraid to say no. Don't say no. Don't be afraid to say no. Say you have things to do. It's very important for you to do these things, and that's that. That should be enough. You know what I mean? I used to be somebody who used to over explain why I can't do something, or I would feel like so bad that I couldn't do something, or like that I didn't want to hang out with them that day because I had other things to do. But now it's simply no, I cannot. So that's number 1. And number 2, don't come for me, but I'm not going on a 2-man. I'm not double dating. I'm not gonna go with my friend so she can meet up with a guy and I hook up with his friend. I'm not doing that. I feel like that's just too old. I feel like even like once you reach the age of like even like 25, that's just unacceptable to me. I'm not going on a 2-man with you. No. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just immature. It gives me like high school, because I used to do that like when I was like in middle school, high school, and I'm still gonna be doing it at the age of 30. Like, no. And believe it or not, a lot of women do this, and a lot of men do this that are in their 30s. And I'm like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, even if they're best friends or whatever the case, I feel like, how can you truly get to know somebody if both of you guys are there? And I feel like you're not gonna know the real them if other people are there, because other people tend to change when other people are around. I feel like it needs to be like one-on-one, like very direct date. You know what I mean? I'm not doing no two-man. Even for a hookup, even for a night of fun, not doing it. Nasty, okay? Not doing it. Number 3, envy. I do not envy anybody. And I hate to even use that word, because I feel like maybe envy is not the word for me. I feel like maybe jealousy might be the best word for me. I used to always be so jealous and a little bit envious of what other people have. And I used to be really upset about that. But now I'm so content with myself to where I'm just like, you know what, God, if this is what you have for me, that's what you have for me. And I'm thankful for it. And whatever, you know, comes in the future, thank you already. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not envious or jealous about anybody anymore. Like, I used to be so upset when I used to watch people's YouTubes. It's like, why can't I have that? They're younger than me. I'm not, you know, like financially stable how they are. And they're like early 20s and I'm about to be 30. Like, I used to like be so hard on myself. Like, I used to hate myself. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be worried about what other people have all the time, but now it's to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I'm cool. Because one thing I've really realized is that no matter if you don't like your life, no matter if you don't like the choices that you made or you want more, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be in my life right now. I don't know why, and I'm not going to question God's plan. If I'm supposed to be here right now, I'm going to be here right now. You know what I mean? And if God sees me fit to have what I dream for and what I ask for, then I shall have it. You know, ask and you shall receive. And I feel like my time is coming, you know, maybe not as fast as others, because maybe I'm not putting in as much work as others. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I can only focus on my own blessings, not what other people have. And whatever God has in store for me, I'm thankful for. You know, praise God. So I no longer am jealous, envy anymore. And a lot of people think like that, like, why can't I have this or this, that, and the third? Like, they're all younger than me. They're doing this and I'm over here doing this. You know what I mean? Like, it can be super discouraging to see other people, especially people who are younger than you, having the life that you want, having the dream that you want. But what I've come to realize is that I gotta be thankful for who I am and what I have now. And they don't show their downfalls on camera or on social media. So chill, you know what I'm saying? So I no longer do that. And I am married, but even if me and my husband were to have, you know, separate or whatever the case may be, this is number 4. I no longer go after men just for their looks, okay? I used to be one of them people who'd be like, oh, he's fine. That's all he had to do, be fine. And he could have me. We, you know what I'm saying? We can work out something if he's fine, you know what I mean? But like, now at this age, it has to be more for me. You have to have like a job. You have to have good mental health. You have to have a goal in life. You have to work on your goals in life. You have to kind of match my mentality, and you have to match what I have. You know, if you don't have a car or house, what can I do for you? I feel like I can't respect you if, I'm not saying like a man has to match everything that I have, no, but I feel like you need to at least be in the same ball game that I'm in, you know, or the same atmosphere that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want somebody who can lead me, and I want somebody who, you know, I'm able to have a conversation with. It wasn't until like the other day I was having like a conversation with my sister, and it's just like, before, what did I even talk to these men about? You know what I mean? Like, they was just fine. You know what I'm saying? But like, what kind of depth did they have? Like, what kind, I said depths. Sorry if it sounded like I said depths. Depths do they have? You know, are they deep? Are they able to have a long conversation with me? Are they able to keep up with me mentally? Do they even understand me? Do I even understand them? Do I even know anything about them? Like, for real, for real? But back in the day, I only dated men because it was fine. My husband fine, thank God. He yummy chocolate, he looking good. But that's what that, besides the fact. I'm just happy that he's fine too, but even if he wasn't, your looks ain't gonna cut it no more at this age. Sorry, babe. So, number 5. I no longer stay in friendships or relationships that make me unhappy. I used to stay in friendships that just like weren't even aligned with me. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't even want to hang out with them, but I just would. Like, I just don't know. Like, I feel like I'm not doing that anymore. Even relationships, I used to be so unhappy. And I used to be like, oh, if I leave them, you know, that's going to be so messed up of me. They're having such a hard time. They need me, da, da, da. But what about my hard time? I'm over here struggling mentally. Like, I'm over here dying every single day because I want interaction. And you only want to give me interaction when we humping. Or like, you only need me when you go to jail, or, you know what I mean? Like, I no longer put myself in those positions. I no longer stay in places that make me unhappy. This is my life. Like, really, like, I be seeing on social media, they be like, stop letting people make you mad in your own life. And I was like, yeah, this is my own life. Like, you're not about to upset me. You're not about to hurt me. You're not about to make me sad or whatever, stay with you because you having a hard day. No, and I let you take out your anger on me just because I'm afraid to be disloyal to you, or see myself as disloyal if I leave you, or, you know what I mean? Like, what about me? You know what I'm saying? So I no longer stay in relationships, friendships that make me unhappy. No, that's not what God want me to have. God want me to be happy, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to be that. And number 6, it's hard, but I no longer do this. I'm done, okay? I no longer stay up late when I have to go to work. Why? Because I feel like I'm not my best self. Like, I'm tired all throughout the day, and I just feel like I'm not even my best self at work when I stay up all night, you know, stuff like that. Like, I'm always just super tired, you know what I mean? And I'm done with that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if people know that things will make them feel better, but they don't do it. Just for example, like, you don't want to go to the gym, but after you go to the gym, you feel better. You know what I mean? And like, I don't want to go to sleep because I want to watch TikTok all night, but I know if I go to sleep early, I'll be happy at work. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I no longer stay up late. I do not want to be tired anymore. And I feel like when I'm tired, it like drags out through the week. You know what I mean? It's like I never get that sleep, that rest that I want because I have to work all throughout the week. And it's just like, I'm no longer doing that to myself. I deserve better. You know what I mean? And my job deserves better out of me too. Especially because I work for myself. I gotta show myself like, hey, you know what I mean? You ain't put all this work in just to be lazy at work. No. You know what I mean? But those are just a few things that I no longer do, and I feel like they would be super helpful for other people to hear because they're just little things, but seriously, they have like the biggest impact on you. Just get up and do what you gotta do. Go to sleep when you're supposed to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because as somebody, like I said, I struggle with procrastination. If I'm tired, you're not going to get anything out of me. You're not going to do anything to make me feel better, you know, or make me get up and do the things I need to do. Like, it has to come from me. So that's let me say number 7. Now, you know how I talked about a little bit of gardening earlier, you know, if you smoke, you smoke. I do not smoke during the day unless I'm off work. You know what I mean? And you need to smoke at nighttime when you have everything done. You already took your shower, you already cleaned up or whatever, because as for me, yes, I'm productive, but not as productive as I should be once I smoke. Like, I want to relax, I want to chill, I want to listen to music, I want to be on my phone watching TikTok for hours, you know, this, that, and the third. So I no longer smoke early. It has to be at nighttime after I have everything done. you know, or evening time when everything's done. I no longer smoke during the day. So maybe that might be helpful to somebody else who also struggles with that. And I be in a weed coma too. I be knocked out. I be sleeping after like 2 hours. And I can't get stuff done when I'm asleep. So anyway, I hope those tips helped you, and I hope that you guys have a great day, and I hope your weekend was good. Today is Sunday for me, so by the time you'll see this, it'll be Monday. So I hope you guys had a great weekend. God bless you. Bye.